Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
About Jagannath Puri, so that you have idea what are the different things in Jagannath Puri. Many of you have not been to Jagannath Puri, and many of you, even if you are been to Jagannath Puri, you do not know what are all these things. Just go to obeisances and leave. So it will be nice for you to know about that. So it will not come here, huh? It will come here? Okay. So today will be not much story, but more information. So it will be in 4 different parts of India. Adi Shankaracharya established 4 dhams: Badrinath, Jagannath, then here Ramnath, then Jagannath. I will take you briefly these 4 places. In detail, you will hear about Jagannath Puri. This is Badrinath. How many of you been to Badrinath? Only one. A few. Okay, few. Good. This is entrance to Badrinath temple. This temple, Adi Shankaracharya, he walked all the way up to here, and he found this deity of Badrinath inside the river. Then he established Badrinath. Regarding Badrinarayan, as a description, so once Narad Muni, he went to Vaikuntha to meet Narayan. Narad Muni went. When Narad Muni went to see Narayan, so Narayan was lying on the bed, and Lakshmi Devi was massaging his lotus feet. Then Narad Muni offered obeisances. Then when he saw Narayan sleeping on a very soft bed, and Lakshmi Devi massaging his lotus feet and very comfortably is lying, then Narad Muni reacted to that. So my Lord, what is happening? Jat Acharya Srishta, you are telling what are the great people that do, common people they will follow. And you are behaving like this in soft bed or lying under Lakshmi Devi messaging lotus. What people will learn from you? This is what they will learn from you. You should teach people how to do tapasya. So instead of this, you are getting nice massage on soft bed. What kind of Acharya Srishta is this? So what Narayan can say? Lakshmi Devi is sitting next to him. So Narayan kept quiet. He didn't say anything. He didn't reply anything. But after Narad Muni left, Narayan took it very seriously. He said, yes, I have to be exemplary. I am Bhagavan. Other people will follow my footsteps and all become very comfortable. So then what to do? Then he made some plan. One day he called Lakshmi Devi. He said, Lakshmi Devi, you have been in Vaikuntha for so long, you must be feeling very boring here. So why don't you go visit some other planets? Where to go? You go to Nagaloko. The Nagakanyas are there. So a few days you can spend with them, then they can come back. Lakshmi Devi took it very lightly, sir. Very good idea. Then Lakshmi Devi left Vaikuntha and went to Nagaloko. When she went to Nagaloko, so Lord Vishnu searching, it happened, he reached Himalaya. That place where we call Badrinath, that time it was not known as Badrinath, it was known as Kedar Khanda. Kedar Khanda means Lord Shiva had occupied that land and he was doing tapasya. Lord Shiva was doing tapasya there, in Kedar Khanda. So Lord Narayan came, he liked this place very much. Oh, very beautiful place. It's perfect place for doing tapasya. Then he found Lord Shiva had already occupied the place. So what to do? Narayan is thinking how to get rid of him. So he made a plan how to get rid of him. See, if you go to Kedarnath, Badrinath, Gangotri, Jamunotri, very cold. Very cold. But very interesting is, each place has a stream water, very hot water. You go to Jagannath, if you go to Jagannath, it is so hot water coming from the ground. If you put rice, it will be cooked within few minutes. So hot water. So every place has a hot spring water, and every day Lord Shiva and Parvati, they used to go take bath in that kunda. So one day early morning they woke up. So both of them opened their kutis, bhajan kutir door, and they are going to Tapta Kunda. Then all of a sudden Parvati saw this very beautiful boy sitting outside and is crying and is very cold. Then as soon as she saw, she developed motherly affection. She will ran to pick up that boy. The Lord Shiva saying, warning, hey, don't go, don't run, go, don't catch him. And Parvati said, what? It's a nice boy suffering like anything. How can I tolerate? I must protect him. Then she picked up this boy and brought that boy into the room. Lord Shiva saying, you don't listen to me, then you will suffer for this. But Parvati did not care. He picked up the boy and put him on her bed. Then they went to take a bath in Tapta Kunda. After taking bath, when both of them they came back, so they are trying to enter into the room. The room is locked from inside. What happened? It's so much difficult when they open the door. Then Parvati saw on the bed Lord Narayana is sitting there. Full form. Then Narayana said, oh my dear mother, with so much love and affection you have invited me here. So I like this place very much. I will stay here to do tapasya. You please go somewhere else. Then Lord Shiva told Parvati, see, I told you not to bring this boy. Now you did big mistake. So we have to pack our luggage and go out of this place. Then Shiva Parvati, they packed their luggage, then they went to the next mountain, where we call it Jagannath now. But prior to that, Lord Shiva was staying here. Then Narayan found that he took possession of that place. Then he started doing tapasya, Narayan. So, Narayan was doing tapasya, severe austerities. So after some time, Lakshmi Devi came back from Nagaloka to Vaikuntha. And Vaikuntha Narayan is not there. Vaikuntha is empty. What happened to Narayan? Then Lakshmi Devi is searching all over the place. Where is Narayan? Then finally she came to this Himalaya. And she found Narayan doing severe austerities there. And Lakshmi Devi, she became very worried. My Lord is suffering, going through so much suffering. So much cold wind and so much snow. So Lakshmi Devi want to go and serve Narayan. But how can she serve Narayan? Narayan has taken sannyasi now. He is doing tapasya. The wife cannot go. So what to do? That's why she took the form of a big, huge berry tree. Berry. So this berry tree in Sanskrit known as Badri. That is known as Badarika Ashram. The word Badarika Ashram is filled with all berry trees. So, Lakshmi Devi, she took form of a huge berry tree, Badri tree. So that Lord will sit under this tree and do his tapasya. So after that, that place was filled with berry trees, Badari. That's known as Badarika Ashram. Under Badarayani, that's Vyasadeva is known as Badarayani. In Badarika Ashram, that's doing tapasya, that's known as Badarayani. Sukadeva Goswami is known as Badarayani. So that's a Badri. This is Badrinath. This is how in Satyajug, Lord Narayan, he appeared and he had these sweet pastimes to teach people how to do tapasya, to be exemplary, to do tapasya. Satyajug, Dhyana, tapasya with process, and Lord appeared to teach us this tapasya. The next, Jagannath. Jagannath, we will see Lord appeared in Vrindavan, but most of his life is spent in Dwaraka. This ancient Dwaraka. How many of you have been to Dwaraka? Also very few. Dwaraka you see today, that is not the real Dwaraka. When Krishna left the planet, the whole Dwaraka city went under the ocean. And that Dwaraka has been found now. The whole city under the ocean has been found now. This ancient Dwaraka, ancient picture of Dwaraka, some pictures we took. The present temple there, they call Bhet Dwaraka. This Dwarakadish, Krishna is known as Dwarakadish and been worshipped there in this temple as Jagannath on the bank of Gomati river. This temple very nice, architecturally very great, nice temple there. And this is Lord Jagannath. Jai Dwarakadish Bhagavan ki Jai. So then this is Ramnath in Rameswar, Ramnath. This is the temple, this is Gopuram, very huge structure there. Lord Ramchandra went and he was worshipping Shiva, Lord Shiva. He made a Shiva linga out of sand and worshipping Lord Shiva there. So that's why Lord Shiva is known as Ramnath. You see, this is the veranda of the temple. It's a huge structure. They have constructed, we can't imagine nowadays to build something like this. We are very proud of building opera house. Yesterday Bhavananda Prabhu took me on a tour. This opera house, very world famous, very architecturally great. So what architecture is there? Nothing in that architecture. This is very funny. Architecture, this is architecture. No, this is architecture. We think this is architecture. Carved, thousands of people, they carve, real art being used. No? And this ancient time it was like that. So Lord Ramchandra worshipped Shiva. So that's why if you go to South India, they have big argument and fighting between Shiva Bhakta and Vishnu Bhakta. Right? South Indians. Big Shiva temple and big Vishnu temples. In both groups they fight with each other. Shiva is great or Vishnu is great. Always debate. Actually, who is great? Huh? Vishnu. You are all ISKCON devotee, you will say Vishnu is great. But actually Shiva is great. There is no problem saying Shiva is great. Is there anybody greater than Vishnu? Who is greater than Vishnu? Huh? He is devotee. So what is the problem? Shiva is his devotee. So what is the problem if we accept Shiva is greater than Vishnu? So no problem. But both groups they fight with each other. Actually Shiva is greater than Vishnu and Vishnu is greater than Shiva also. So here the Shiva lingas, some kundas are there. Many small temples are there. The hathi, the elephant, he also Shiva Bhakta. From Tilak we can understand. He likes Shiva Bhakta. And Vishnu Bhakta. This is the end of Ramnath. Then, before we go to Jagannath Puri, I will show you Dham. Because this is relationship. See, Gaya is originally all Hindus, for all Hindus, Gaya Dham is very important because they go for Shraddha ceremony. Every family must go for Shraddha ceremony. In Gaya Dham, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also came for his Pitru Shraddha. And there you will see in Gaya Dham on the bank of Phalgu river, there is Vishnu Pada Padma. Real Vishnu Pada Padma there from very ancient time. Very ancient yugas, Lord Vishnu came here to Gaya Dham and he put his lotus feet on top of Gayasur. Here is the Phalgu river. This river you will find there is no water, but inside there is a lot of water because this river was caused by Mother Sita. And when Mother Sita, Lakshman, Ram, they were exiled, they were staying in forest. Dasharatha died. Then Sita Devi, she heard this message and she gave Shraddha. When Ramchandra came back, he said, no, we have to do Pitru Shraddha. Sita Devi said, no, I have done already. Ramchandra said, who is witness? Sita Devi asked, this river is witness. So Ramchandra asked river, did Sita did Shraddha? River did not reply. So Sita Devi cursed that your river there is no water. You dig little bit, lot of water is there. That's because Phalgu Vairagya. Phalgu Vairagya means externally you are very nothing is there, internally many desires are there. In Phalgu Vairagya, this river is till today also no water outside. Little bit you dig, so much water will come. Then Sita Devi asked this tree to give witness. And tree replied, as Akshaya, but this tree is there since then. He believed like that. The next, why I told you this, why I showed this Gaya Dham? Because after killing Gayasur, the Lord Vishnu came to Orissa. Orissa was known as Utkal Desh. Long before, in Satyajug, when King Indradumna came, that time this land was known as Udra Desh. Udra. From Udra became Orissa. The Lord Narayan, after subduing Gayasur, he came to Utkal Desh and he placed his 4 Ayudhas, Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, at 4 different places. This is how 4 Dham manifested in Utkal Bhumi. Shankha Kshetra, Chakra Kshetra, Gada Kshetra and Padma Kshetra. So this is Bhubaneswar. In Bhubaneswar, this is Lingaraj temple. So Lord Shiva resides there, this is the entrance of the temple. And he is known as Kshetrapal. When first King Indradumna went to Puri and also Vidyapati, first they went to this temple. This Lingaraj, temple was not there, Lingaraj was there prior to Jagannath Puri temple. Lord Shiva is there, whoever goes to Puri Dham, they must take mercy of Lingaraj Bhagavan, then go to Puri, then they can understand Puri more better by the mercy of Lord Shiva. That is known, Bhubaneswar known as Chakra Kshetra, then this Padma Kshetra, this Konarka. Konarka temple is one of the 7 wonders. It was built in a very interesting way. This is architectural things you will see if you go there. So much architectural things. Very surprising. You see the 3 entrances here. One here, and one there. When sun will move, now sun moves from north side. Wherever sun may move. But every day when sun rises, the first sun rays will enter through this, then go to the Singhasan, will fall on the Singhasan and altar. But never this temple, any worship started. Because the boy who built this temple, he committed suicide after building this temple. Very interesting history. 12,000 workers were working on completing this temple, they could not complete. They could not put the dome. Then the king declared, you all will be killed by tomorrow morning. Then the head architecture, his son, he went through all architectural designing things, then he found how to complete this temple. In one night he completed. The next morning what to do? All these workers, engineers, they thought if king will come to a small boy, 12 years old boy could do and we could not do any, he will kill all of us. Then he went to main architecture. His father said, tell us, what, you want to save your son or you want to save us? And son could hear that everybody is worried. Then his son climbed top of this temple and jumped into the ocean. This temple that time was built in the middle of the ocean. Built in the middle of the ocean. Nobody could understand how he completed the dome. And long after that, when British government was ruling India, so they were sending the ship in the ocean. And when ship passed through that area, they found the magnet, that the compass is not working. So they did big research, why this compass is not working. Then finally they found on top of this temple, this boy has put a very powerful magnet. That is how he has completed the dome. So the British people, they broke this temple. And the door is closed. From the beginning, Surya temple, there is no worship started there. So that is Padma Kshetra. And this is Gada Kshetra. 120 km from Puri is Jajpur. There is Biraja Devi is worshipped there. So this is Biraja Devi's Kshetra. So in this way, in Orissa, there are 4 dhams, 4 dham, Shankha Kshetra, Padma Kshetra, Gada Kshetra and Chakra Kshetra. So what today we will see in more detail is known as Shankha Kshetra. This place is known as Shankha Kshetra because Lord Vishnu, he placed Shankha here. That's why it is known as Shankha Kshetra. And the size of Puri is like a conch shell. And at the center of Puri is called Shankha Navi. Jagannath temple is there. It's 10 crores. The size of this kshetra is 10 crores. And out of that, some in the ocean and some outside the ocean. And the Jagannath Puri is protected by Ashta Shambhu, Ashta Devi and Ashta Mahavir. This is very ancient picture. That time the city was not there. It's all filled with sand only. And they're doing Rath Yatra. Jai Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Devi ki Jai. The Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Devi comes out of the altar 2 times a year. Once for Rath Yatra and once for... You people can see? It's okay? And once they come for Snan Jatra. The Pranam Mantra we can all chant together. Nilachala Nivasaya Nityaya Paramatmane Balayatra Sudraya Jagannathaya Te Namaha. So this is Bhattamangala. When you go to Puri, 3 miles before Puri, this Devi sits there, called Bhattamangala. It is believed when Brahma first came to Puri, he lost his path, how to reach Puri. Puri Dham is known as Vedagopya and Deva Agochar. Even if the demigods, they don't know about Puri Dham. Very secret and hidden place. Lord Jagannath, he does not inform others because the Puri, Jagannath Puri Dham is Bhagavan's holiday resort. You know, all the big governors, kings, they do always management, they feel tired and fried. And sometimes they go on sea beach, some holiday resort. So Lord Vishnu in Vaikuntha, always too much management he does. But he has one place, and here no management. He just sit on the bank of ocean, day and night he eat and eat and eat, that's all. The Puri people, that's why they say, they call Jagannath Kaliya. Kaliya is the black god. That's the Kaliya. So they say, he has no hand, he will not give you anything. He has no leg, he will not go anywhere. But he has big eyes, he is watching what you are doing. Be very careful. In Puri rickshawalas, they ride behind the rickshaw. In Oriya they write, Kaliya Hisab Koruchi. The black god is keeping track of all, he's keeping all the accounts, what you are doing, be careful. So, in this way, that place is very hidden place. That doesn't manifest always. That's why Puri is known as Puri, where Purusha is residing, Puri Dham. Purushattam Kshetra. Puri is given after his own name as Purushattam Kshetra. It is known as Narasingha Kshetra. When King Indradhamna did the yajna, first Lord appeared as the Ugra Narasimhan. It is Narasingha Kshetra. And that is known as Nilachala Dham. So in this way, Puri has many different names. And there Lord Jagannath, he manifests. So this is Bhattamangala. So people worship this Devi. The deity was carved by Lord Brahma. It is believed like that. And when you cross that, then you will find Mahaprabhu 500 years ago. First time after taking sannyas, when he came to Puri, this is the place he took rest. And he saw Nila Chakra. from this place. It's lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then you have to cross this Atharnala, the 18 span bridge you have to cross. So it is believed in previous time, the ladies, some lady gives birth to 18 sons. They go and do puja here. So that means there is a time the ladies are giving birth to 18 sons. Nowadays have so much family planning. One son it is too much. At ancient time it is very common. In our childhood time in one family, if 10-12 children are not there, we don't feel it is a family. At least 4-5 brothers, 4-5 sisters has to be there. Nowadays 1-2 children, wow, I have to maintain 2 children, it's too big. So that shows how we have improved, how we have developed. Modern civilization has developed. Our ability has increased. Then Alam Chandi, once you cross this river, you will see this temple right side. This Devi Alam Chandi, deity is there from Satyajug. The Skanda Purana describes about this Alam Chandi. This is Indradumna Sarovar. In Jagannath Puri, that Panchatirtha, when next time you go, you must take bath or sprinkle water from this Panchatirtha. But this is also one of the main purpose the people that visit Puri. The Indradumna Sarovar near Kundicha temple. When King Indradumna first arrived in Puri, that time nothing was there. Well, mountain and very dark forest was there, nothing was there. So first he put his camp here and he invited all demigods and rishis from all over the planets. Then had 1,108 horse sacrifice, Ashwamedh Yajna. So at the end, he has to donate cows to all the rishis. So he got millions, hundreds, thousands of cows. They're standing at one place. The place where they're standing, passing stool and urine. From the hoof print, this pond was created. And also they're passing urine, and Indradumna was doing bhav by pouring water. So this is how this holy tirtha manifested there. This is called Indradumna Sarovar. The bank of Indradumna Sarovar, there is Nilakantha Mahadev temple is there, and that Nilakantha Mahadev Shiv temple you will see. Before Indradumna come, that Mahadev temple was there. Sorry. That previous one is Markandeya Sarovar. How many of you have seen this Markandeya Sarovar? I know none of you have seen this. Some Orissa devotees are here. This morning they came. From Orissa, anybody? One Mataji came yesterday. Nobody? You have seen Markandeya Sarovar? He has not seen Markandeya from Orissa. Can't see because Markandeya Sarovar is one corner. In one corner, usually devotees they don't go there. But that is the most ancient tirtha in Puri. This is that Markandeya Sarovar. You must have heard Markandeya Rishi. Markandeya Rishi, he was caused to die when he is 8 years old boy. Okay? So he was a Shiva Bhakta. So when 8 years came, reached, then Yamaraj came to take him. Then he was sitting in front of Shiva Linga. She got so scared. He grabbed Shiva Linga tightly. Oh Shiva, protect me. And he grabbed so tightly that Shiva Linga broke into pieces. If you go now, you see that Shiva Linga. Always you see Shiva Linga normally, but that Shiva Linga is broken into pieces. It is there also. Then Lord Shiva told Yamaraj, get out from here. You have no business here. I told you the past time yesterday. I bless this boy, Markandeya. He will survive for 7 kalpa. You know 1 kalpa? How much is 1 kalpa? Who knows? How much?
4 Manvantras is equal to 1.
1 day of Brahma. 1 day of Brahma is 14 Mano ruling, that is 100,000 yugas. 100,000 Satya, Tritya, Dwapar, Kali. Like this. 1,000. Satya, Tritya, Dwapar, 1,000 times is 1 day of Brahma, 1 kalpa. And the Markandeya Rishi was blessed that he will live for 7 kalpas. Really dirghayu, When the upper obeisances are senior dirghayu, Ayushman Bhava. She got real blessings. But there is one problem. At the end of every kalpa, end of a day of Brahma, there will be annihilation. In annihilation, everything will be flooded by water. So everybody will die. But this poor fellow is blessed, but he will not die, but there is no place to stay also. So where will he stay? So he is just floating around, tossed around, getting unconscious. Then he says, wow, what a curse I got from Lord Shiva. In the whole earth was inundated with water. So when he was floating, finally he came to Jagannath Puri. He saw one place above the water. So then he came, there he saw that Lakshmi Narayan sitting there. He was Lakshmi Narayan. Lakshmi Narayan said, oh our dear son, you have come here, very nice. So you climb on top of this tree. So there is a tree in Jagannath Puri, the tree is still there. There is not Akshaya Bata. So there you will see something, then come back. Then Markandeya Rishi, he climbed over the tree. So on top of the tree, he found a banyan tree. Small boy is lying there. It's Bala Mukunda. Lord is lying in Pralaya water. He is lying very peacefully. So that is what the Supreme Personal God, when everything is annihilated, he is lying very peacefully. The small banyan leaf, and he is sucking his toe. And Markandeya Rishi went, offered his obeisances, prayers. The small boy, he opened his mouth like this, and Markandeya Rishi entered into his stomach. Then what he found in his stomach? Unlimited universes are there. A small boy in his belly, unlimited universes are there. The Markandeya Rishi thinks, how big is his belly? Let me see. Walking. He could reach the end of the belly. He said, oh, let me get out of this place. And to the thought of that boy, he came out. When he came out, he told Lakshmi Narayan, I am not going to leave this place. Please tell me where I will stay. Then Lakshmi Narayan said, you go, that Sarovar is there, that pond. So you go and do tapasya there. Today also Markandeya Rishi is there and he is doing tapasya. Till today. But we cannot see him. He is there but we cannot see him. So that is Markandeya Sarovar. The first was Indradumna Sarovar. You will remember? First was which Sarovar? The second is Markandeya Sarovar. The third is Shweta Ganga. When from Jagannath temple you go towards sea beach, right side you will see the Shweta Ganga. This was very ancient pond there from Tretya Yuga. The Kshetra king was ruling in Tretya Yuga. It's a great devotee of Lord Jagannath. Once this king brought nice foodstuffs to offer to Jagannath. Then when he brought all the foodstuffs to offer to Jagannath, then he found that many other foodstuffs are very celestial, very nice, smell, the demigods they have brought these foodstuffs to offer to Jagannath. This king name is Kshetra. So the king is thinking, wow, all the demigods they have brought nice foodstuff for Jagannath. Will he accept our Martya Bhav from Martyalok, all these foodstuffs? He felt very sad. So keeping all his food, he just coming out of the temple. And at the doorstep, something he thought he just looked back. When he looked back, he saw that next to Jagannath, Lakshmi Devi sitting, and Lakshmi Devi offering all foodstuff offered by Kshetra king. Instead of celestial foods, Jagannath eating all this foodstuff offered by this king. And the king became very, wow, Lord is so merciful. So in memory of this, he dug this pond called Kshetra Ganga. And he established Tretya Yuga. The deities are still there. If you go, you will take darshan. Kshetra Madhava. Kshetra Madhava is there. Lord said that people will come to know my devotee is greater than me. Your name will be first, my name will be next. So Shweta Madhav deity is there. And it's very interesting, this pond, Shweta Ganga, it has connection with the real Ganga. And Ganga water will go high. Ganga is very, very far, 1,600 kilometers away from Puri. The Ganga water will go high, this pond water also go high. It's a connection from Ganga to here. It's a nice pastime. There is one lady, Sachi Mata, not Mahaprabhu's mother, in Bangladesh. She was daughter of a very rich man. So she, but very renounced. She's very Jagannath's daughter. She's very renounced. Then she went to Vrindavan to do Hari Bhajan. She took initiation from one devotee, one Babaji. And that Babaji said, you go to Puri. You stay there in Puri, you will get perfection. So she, Sachi Devi came to Puri. She was very good Bhagavat speaker. She used to speak Bhagavat, even if king used to go also to listen Bhagavatam. And all big people they go to. She became very famous as a great devotee. So there is one festival. I forgot. That everywhere Baruni Snan. A special tithi that everybody go to take a bath in Ganga. That tithi does not come regularly every year. Once in every many years, and everybody go to take bath in Ganga. So Sachi Devi is thinking, oh, how nice it will be if I can go take bath in Ganga. But then she is thinking, no, my Guru has told, you go stay in Puri, don't go anywhere. Then she was very worried, what to do. And Lord Jagannath came in her dream, said, oh, you don't be worried. This Shweta Ganga is not different. You go take bath here, that will be equal to taking bath in Ganga. Then on that specific tithi, midnight, she entered into this Shweta Ganga. When she entered Shweta Ganga, she felt something washed her inside. And she went through this stream and she ended up in Jagannath temple. Now, as you see, she reached the bank of real Ganga. Thousands of people taking baths, shouting, screaming, going on. So she was feeling like this. Then all of a sudden she found she's inside the temple room, Jagannath temple. How she went there, I will tell you. Then from outside, all the security people could hear a lot of noise coming from the temple. So what is going on? Why is so much noise in the temple room? So then they informed the king. A lot of people making noise, maybe thieves are there. Then the king said, okay, you open the door, check who is there. When they opened the door, inside the temple, who is there? This lady Sachi Devi is there. Wow, you are the thief. You have entered to steal all Jagannath's ornaments. She immediately arrested and put into the jail. So Sachi Devi, what poor lady can do? Then Jagannath, he came and came to the king. Said, no, you are a fool. You are arresting my great devotee. You know how she came there? Because she entered into Shweta Ganga. Shweta Ganga has connection with real Ganga. And real Ganga is coming from my lotus feet. So this is how she came to my lotus feet. She is great devotee, you committed great mistake. Tomorrow morning you must go, you along with all your pandas, pujari, take initiation from her. Otherwise your whole dynasty will be destroyed. Yes, it's true. This did happen many years before, after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu pastimes. This happened. The next morning king and all these pandas, they went, begged, please give us initiation. Then she said, no, you are Jagannath Sevak, how can I give you initiation? But Puri king, I will give you initiation. Puri king took initiation. Then Puri king wanted to give dakshina, lot of land, this is not, I don't know any dakshina. No? So then every day Puri king used to send some prasad, something. Till today, that place is there, known as Ganga Mata Mat. The Sachi Devi is known as Ganga Mata. Till today also, from Jagannath temple they are sending. And long before, one nice interesting incident happened. See, this pond is very holy pond. Anybody die in Shraddha ceremony, they go to the Shweta Ganga. So one Panda, one early morning, he entered in this pond, saying Haribol, 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 and entered in the pond. And when he dipped into the pond, when he came out of the pond, he also found he is on the bank of Ganga. Okay? So he's very surprised, what is happening with me, how I came here? Very bewildered. Then when he was thinking like this, one beautiful lady came and approached him, said, I want to marry you. What? What you? I want to marry me? No. I want to marry you because Lord Jagannath told me to marry you. I am a great devotee of Jagannath. So I wanted to serve Jagannath, and Jagannath came in my dream. And Jagannath told me, tomorrow morning you to go to Ganga. Whomever you see, you marry him, then we can get my service. Then this Panda said, no, I cannot do like this. The Puri Pandas, they cannot marry any girl outside Puri. If they cross this river, I saw this bridge, beyond the bridge, they cannot marry. If they marry anybody, any girl, then they can't do any puja. They will be prohibited. The Panda said, no, I can't do that. Then the girl insisted, no, Jagannath instructed me to marry you. Then finally, very reluctantly, he married this girl. Then that night, he spent with this girl. And next morning, he went to Ganga to take bath. So in Ganga, he dipped into Ganga. And when he came out, he was surprised. He's not in Ganga. He's there in Puri. in Kshetra Ganga. Very happy. Oh, I'm back to Puri. That whole night was repenting. He's crying, oh Jagannath, what offense I committed. You kicked me out of Puri. Now I'm deprived of service. His whole night was lamenting. The next morning, he took bath in Ganga. When he came out, he's again in Kshetra Ganga. He's very happy. Oh Jagannath, you are so merciful. You have brought me to Puri. But what he did, but he did not tell anybody what happened. He went, he married. If he would tell, he will not get the service. He didn't say anything. So he came back and regularly go to temple doing seva, puja, everything. So after a few years, 6-7 years, when he coming out of the temple, then he saw this lady is there. This lady is entering to the temple. The lady saw this pujari. Oh, my dear husband, my dear husband. The pujari was very worried. If the people can know he has married this lady, then they'll get a nice catch. Hey, what? Get out from here. You are not my wife. He said, you don't remember? I married you on the bank of Ganga? No, what I married? I never married you. And the lady has brought a son with her also. There is a son is. Just see, he looks like you also. So he did not agree, Then some other, this news reached to the king. Then king called this Panda. Tell us what is the truth. Whether you married this lady or not. No, I never married this lady. And the lady also came. The king asked, what is the truth? Lady said, I can tell you truth, but if I speak truth, my husband will become deprived of service. I don't want that. The king said, no, you don't be worried. No, your husband will continue service. Tell what is the truth. Then she explained everything. That I saw in dream and Jagannath told me to marry and I married. But still this Panda said, no, I didn't marry. Then finally, this lady has brought the Panda when he is staying in her house. He has left his ring and his uttari one cloth also. And the lady has brought that. And the lady showed to the king, see, this man wait, said with the man. Then the king confirmed, no, you have married this. So then they married. Then I was after reading this pastime, it is very funny, They entered the Kshetra Ganga, then come out to one place. I was thinking like that. Then later on I found that family is still there. In Jagannath temple, there are 5,000 people every day they serve Jagannath. There are 36 groups of people called Chhatris Nijog. everyone's service is divided. Head pujari can do only puja. Somebody will do cooking. Somebody will bring water. Some people are there to wash the temple. Kitchen cooking is ready. Then some people are there, specific people. They will come and play the bigul and tell, "Oh Lakshmi Devi, now Jagannath is ready for prasadam. Please bring it." No? So whole systems are there. That is the reason why Jagannath temple nothing happens timely. So many people have thought, no? Somebody took bath and ready and coming for the seva on the way he has to go to toilet. But he was 1 hour, 1 there. Even if head puja, everybody is there. That person is not there, nobody will do that service. That person will come, then only seva will take place. Very strict in that way. So now 36 groups of people are serving. So what this boy can, what service he will do? There is no service for him. So then one more group was added. King added 37th group to this for this boy. So from this boy, he can do Seva Puja on bank of this pond, this Kshetra Madhava. And these family people can do puja in Jagannath temple, but not in inner courtyard. There are 2 courtyards, outer courtyard and inner courtyard. And these family people can do Seva Puja in outer courtyard. That family people are still there. So that is glories of Shataganga. Then this is Mahodadhi Mahasagar. It's another Tirtha, Pancha Tirtha. What is the first Tirtha? First one, Indradevna. Second one, Markandeya. Third one, Shataganga. The fourth one is Mahodadhi Mahasagar. You know how our salty ocean manifested on this material world? How many oceans are there? 7 oceans are there. There are what 7 oceans? Milk ocean is there, sugarcane juice ocean is there, ghee ocean is there, and then wine ocean is there, yogurt ocean is there. But unfortunately for us, what ocean is there? Salty water. Very unfortunate. To make long story short, I will tell you that once in Golok Vrindavan, you must be knowing that past time, Radharani, Viraja cursing each other, that past time. In my Radharani book, this story is there. But once Viraja Devi was serving Krishna, and all these 7 oceans, they were one day in Golok Vrindavan. And ocean, sky, everything have that form of personification, form. Viraja river personified is there also. Viraja Devi serving Krishna. And the 7 sons of Viraja Devi, the Sapta Samudra, they were there in their form. They are playing together. And Viraja Devi was serving Krishna. At one point, the youngest son came crying, "Oh mom, my brothers are harassing, they are fighting with me." Then the Lord Krishna told Viraja Devi, "Please go take care of your children." So Viraja Devi stopped serving Krishna, then went to take care of her children. So after subduing them, then she came back, Krishna is not there. Krishna is left. Then she became very angry. Now I am deprived of serving Krishna. Because of all of you, now I am deprived of serving Krishna, so I curse all of you. But you are not eligible to stay in Golok Vrindavan. All of you go to material world. You stay there. Now all of you are fighting together, so all you stay separately. And this youngest one, because you disturbed me, so I curse you. Your water will become salty water. So that is the reason why the water is salty water. Came from Golok Vrindavan. Then this saga is called Mahodadhi. He became very sad. Then he went to Lord Krishna. "Oh my Lord, now my mom cursed me like this. I can't stay in Golok Vrindavan. My water will become salty. Nobody will like me. So what will happen to me?" Lord Krishna said, No problem. You go there. Your water will become very important. You will be regarded as Mahatirtha. On your bank, on your shore, I will be residing there in Nilachala Dham. So in this way, and also I will appear as Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That time I will take sannyas and go, and I will have so many sweet pastimes in your water. So in this way, the Mahasagar was blessed. So this Mahasagar known as Mahadadhi in Jagannath Puri is very pure, the greatest holy Dham. Because Shastra says, you do papa, sinful activities anywhere. If you come to Puri, you will become free from sinful reactions. But if you commit sin in Puri, then you go take bath in Mahadadhi. You will become free from sinful reactions. So that is the glories of Mahasagar. So how many tirthas we completed? 4. So one more is there, you will see when you go to Jagannath temple. That is known as Rohini Kunda. If you go now, the Rohini Kunda, when first Vidyapati went, Vidyapati was sitting on the bank of Rohini Kunda. Vishwas went to bring some fruits to offer to Nila Madhava. Vidyapati sitting there. Vidyapati saw one crow was sitting on the tree. Crow fell to that pond, immediately got Chaturbhuja for going back to Godhead. Vidyapati wanted to jump inside. Then unseen sound vibration said, no, don't do this. King, you have a great duty. King Indradumna is fasting. You have to go and give this message to King Indradumna. Then Vidyapati did not dive into that pond. So that is Rohini Kunda. That pond is not there. The small kunda is there. If you go there, the panda sitting there, you sprinkle water on your head. But I have never seen anybody get 400 flowers out. That time it was happening. That is Rohini Kunda, you will see there. This is Narendra Sarovar, very huge pond. They say King Indradumna built this Narendra Sarovar. And Narendra Sarovar, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, along with his associates, he used to have many water sportings there, pastimes. Other Acharya from Bengal devotees come to take darshan of Mahaprabhu. There are many sweet pastimes there. And Chandan Jatra, Narendra Sarovar, boat festival, they used to do. They make, how many? 2 boats there. I have seen this festival. 2 boats there. One boat they put to Pancha Shiva, 5 Shiva, and Ram Govinda, Ram, Krishna Balaram in one boat. Another boat they put to Madan Mohan, Radha Madan Mohan. So I have heard in Mahaprabhu's time, the girls were dancing. Girls were dancing in one boat where Radha Madan Mohan was there. So other boat, there nobody was dancing. So Mahaprabhu asked the local people, why is there only dance going on in one boat? Why not other boat? So local panda said, in one boat Radha Madan Mohan is there, the girls can dance. The other boat Lord Shiva is there, no girls can dance in front of Lord Shiva. Then Mahaprabhu said, oh, if girls cannot dance, let the boys then dance there. So from that, the boy dancing started in the Puri. Till today it's called Goti Pua dance. Pua means boy, Goti means one boy. So one boy dance in front of Lord Shiva. So Goti Pua dance is very famous in Orissa also there. That is Chandan Jatra. In middle of the pond, this temple is there. Lot of ceremony takes place in this boat festival. Then Pancha Shivas are there. As Pancha Tirtha I showed you, 5 Tirthas, then 5 Shivas are there also. The 5 Shivas are known as Pancha Pandavas. The Jameshwar Mahadev, next to Tota Gopinath temple, that is like 60-70 feet under the ground. Jamesh is the Ishwar of Yamaraj. Jameshwar Mahadev, he arranged the marriage ceremony between Jagannath and Lakshmi Devi. Each Mahadev their own service. Markandeswar Mahadev, in this temple if you go, you see that Shiva Linga, who is still there, but in cracked form. Nilakanteswar Mahadev, on the bank of Indradumna Sarovar, this Mahadev was there from long before. The Kapala Mochar Mahadev is very interesting Mahadev, interesting story. The story goes like this. So one time, Lord Brahma, he had also 5 heads. 5 heads. Who else has 5 heads?
Shiva.
Huh?
Shiva.
Lord Shiva. For Shiva he saw the Brahma has also 5 heads. He became very angry. I have 5 heads, how you can have 5 heads? Then Lord Shiva became very angry. He slapped the Brahma very heavily. And the slap was so heavy, then one of Brahma's head got chopped up. Then he became 4 heads. So Brahma, one head got chopped up. Lord Shiva, he incurred Brahmahastya pap. So because of that pap sin, that head, the skull called Kapal, Kapal means skull, got stuck to Lord Shiva's hand. The Shiva incurred all the papa, sin, by doing Brahmahastya. The Lord Shiva went all over the universe, where he will go and get free from these sinful reactions. But wherever he went, this Kapal, this skull, did not fall from his hand. So being very morose, Lord Shiva climbing on his bull, his bull's name, Shiva's bull, Nandi, was flying in the sky. He was flying in the sky, all of a sudden he found the skull fell from his hand. He said, what is happening? I went to so many holy places, my sins were not removed, but I am flying here, all of a sudden the skull fell down. What is this place? Then he came down, then he found that was Jagannath Puri Dham. Puri Dham is so powerful. What to speak of somebody will go there, get free from sinful reaction. So to fly on top of it, get free from reaction. I don't know if any airlines flying there. But no airline can fly there. Here, above Jagannath temple, no birds will fly there. If sometimes some birds fly means big inauspicious. Yes, that's how the Puri people they will live. Once Indira Gandhi, he went there by helicopter because she is not allowed inside the temple. She married a Muslim boy. They don't allow Indira Gandhi also. I told the king is not allowed. Who is Indira Gandhi? So she went on helicopter. Puri Pandas became very angry. This lady dared to fly on top of Jagannath. And you will be surprised. The same year she was killed. The year she flew by helicopter, same year she was killed. So this proves it's true. So she was not cured from the sinful reaction. She was killed. Devotees are not happy, very proud. She went, I'm Prime Minister of India. I'm flying in helicopter. And she was killed also there. So the Kapala Gochanam, because Shiva was free from Kapal's skull, was removed. So Kapala Mochan Mahadev is being worshipped there. This is Kapala Mochan Mahadev inside the deities. Usually they don't allow to take picture, but I went with a cameraman hidingly. The pandas cannot see hiding picture. For Jagannath temple, inside Jagannath temple, you can't take any picture there. This is Lokanath Mahadev. It's very interesting Mahadev also. Lokanath Mahadev, he is the Bhandar Rakha. He is the storekeeper of Jagannath. He guards. Lokanath Mahadev, how he manifested there. In Tritya Yug, Lord Ramchandra came to Puri. Dwapar Yug, Krishna also came to Puri. And Ramchandra came. You see, Ramchandra being Kshetriya king, every day he used to do Shiva Puja, Shiva Linga Puja. So when he came to Puri, there's only Sabha, only tribal people are there. There is no Shiva Linga. Then what he did, he made one Shiva Linga out of sand. Then he worshipped that Shiva Linga. Sorry. So what he did, he told the tribal people to bring a vegetable called Loki. You know Loki? Lau, we call Orissa Lau, Loki. It's like Shiva Linga, So he put there Loki and Lord Ramchandra did puja, Shiva puja. Then he left. So after he leaves, the village people saw Ramchandra puja, Loki puja. So Lokinath, Lauknath, then he become Loknath. So this is how he is known as Loknath. So once I took our Sankirtan devotees to Puri temple. So inside temple I am telling this story. One Panda was hearing. So I am telling this story. So at the end of my story, he said, no, this story is not correct. And I said, what is correct story? Then he told me, in my book I have not written, the one I spoke, I have written that. Kshetra Parikrama, I have written one book. I did not bring, it's too heavy, that book. So you can collect from Mayapur. So everything about Puri you will find in that book. When you go to Puri, you must bring that book. You can have Puri Parikrama. If you cannot go to Puri, you just read that book. By sitting here, you will have Puri Parikrama. If you want the plane fare, you can give me donation. I said your plane fare. So then that Panda told me, the correct story is more interesting. So Ramchandra came, then he made a sand linga, a linga out of sand. Then when he was doing puja, then he offered his ring to the linga in Archana time. And after doing puja, then Ramchandra left. So after going some time, some distance, then he remembered, hey, I left my ring there. Then Ramchandra told Lakshman, you go, please bring back my ring. When Lakshman came, Lakshman is thinking on top of a sand, ring is he just picked up. He started to pick up. Lord Shiva is thinking, this is Mahaprasad of my Lord Ramchandra. I don't have to give this Mahaprasad. So Lord Shiva doesn't have to give that, holding it. And Lakshman trying to pick up, can't pick up. Then Lakshman took his arrow and pierced that arrow, that linga. When he pierced that arrow, profuse blood started to flow. And Lakshman was worried, what happened? How to stop the blood? Then the villagers, they brought the cover of a Loki to put on top of this. So that is how the Loknath Bhagavan manifested there from love Loki. Then this pond is there, Parvati Kunda. Then next is Hanuman. There are 12 Mahavir also there. There are Barki Hanuman, Gumpha Hanuman, Kanpata Hanuman, Bedi Hanuman. This is Kanpata Hanuman. You know Kanpata means? Kan, you know Kan? Kan means this, Kan? Kanpata means no like this, Kanpata. So what happened? Before, from till today also, in Puri, midnight, so much sound coming from ocean. So Jagannath was not able to sleep peacefully. Jagannath called Lakshmi Devi and said, told Lakshmi Devi, you please tell your father to keep quiet, I can't sleep. The ocean is the father of Lakshmi Devi. So she told, tell your father to keep quiet and sleep. Lakshmi Devi, why I have to tell you? Tell me. Then Lord Jagannath called ocean, Varuna Devi. You have to keep quiet, I can't sleep here. Ocean, how can I keep quiet? My words will make sound. So you do one thing. You build a big boundary wall. So I will make sure my sound does not go inside. Till today, you go inside the temple midnight, no sound goes there. You come outside the temple, any building you go, so much sound, huge sound. But inside the temple area, no sound is there. And Lord Jagannath told Hanuman that you stand as a guard here. Be here careful, make sure no sound come inside. So since then the Kanpada Hanuman is sitting there, hearing the sound coming or not. So Kanpada Hanuman is there. Bedi Hanuman. Bedi Hanuman, I tried my best to take picture of Hanuman, but that fellow did not allow me. So this Hanuman, you see, in ancient time, the samudra, the ocean water would come inside Puri city and flood the city. And all Puri people, they face problem. The Lord Jagannath was very worried. My devotees are suffering. The Lord Jagannath told Samudra, you don't come inside. My devotees are suffering. And then he put another Hanuman also, called Darya Hanuman, Darya. That you stand here, don't allow Samudra to come inside. So since then, Puri never floods. Samudra never comes inside. So no problem. People are very happy. But once it happened, all of a sudden, the ocean water entered inside the Puri. Whole Puri flooded. Then Jagannath said, what happening? What, Hanuman is not on the duty now? Where is Hanuman? Then Hanuman has gone to Ajodhya to some festival to eat laddu there. Someone is there also. What? He has left his duty. The child was very angry. Then he went to Ajodhya. And was arrested. Bedi means chain. He arrested by chain. And I pulled Hanuman back to his place. You go today, around the waist of Hanuman, this bedi is there also, chain is there also. Yes. You make you stay here, never move from here. So Hanuman is still there. And since then, Puri is always protected. In 2002, big hurricane. Have you heard that? Big hurricane. 300 kilometer speed wind was blowing in Orissa. All coastal areas, 30 feet height water entered. No tree, what to speak of tree, the TV towers, big electric pole, everything got squeezed like this. But interestingly, Jagannath Puri on sea beach, 10 kilometer radius, not a one tree has fallen down. And one tree also. So that proves Hanuman is on duty now. As long as we are there, Sudarshan Chakra only protect. During the annihilation time, that place remains above the water, half that place will be flooded. So that is interesting past of Bedi Hanuman. Then there is the Sudarshan Chakra. So I will not tell you this pastime today, it's already late. I will tell you tomorrow. I will start the pastime telling why Sudarshan Chakra is not as a chakra next to Jagannath. Jagannath temple, we call Sudarshan, but standing there like a pillar. Why it become pillar? I will tell you that pastime. And I will tell you this is Swargadwar. Swargadwar, and they burn the body there. And what is the significance of Swargadwar? Tomorrow also I will tell you that. This is Narasingha temple, next Gundicha temple. This Narasingha deity been brought by Narad Muni. He brought, and there's two Narasingha. One is Santa Narasingha, from front side you can see. Behind there is Ugra Narasingha. Two Narasinghas are there. And they don't show, only devotees they show. This Santa Narasingha temple. And this is Gundicha temple entrance. Then this inside Gundicha temple. And the Jagannath come out after Rath Yatra, he comes through this gate to climb chariot. Then after Gundicha Marjana, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu goes and take rest here at this place. This is one of the broken part. 500 years ago, the devotees, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu time, they used to carry water and clean Gundicha temple. They protected that. Aitota, Mahaprabhu used to stay 9 days during Rath Yatra in this place. Street tree is there, still there. The Jagannath Vallabh garden, this entrance, very nice sweet pastimes. Jagannath Vallabh garden, tomorrow I will tell you one or two pastimes of Jagannath temple. Inside Jagannath, this is Jagannath Vallabh garden. They grow flowers, tulasi, different things to offer Lord Jagannath. Then there is one special tree called Daina tree, like tulasi Daina. How that tree manifested, I will tell you that story and the pastimes tomorrow. Then this Chakratirtha and sea beach, where first time the logs of the wood came floating in the ocean. Chakra Narayan Bhagavan. You see in center there is Narayan. Can you see Narayan? Can you see Narayan?
Yeah.
Here is Narayan. See now? He is there. Inside the chakra. This is called Chakra Narayan. Bhagavan is there. This is Jagannath father-in-law's house. Is there also. And this is the end of the presentation. Every year we do the Kshetra Parikrama. There is a special tithi just after Kartik Purnima. We started, last 10 years we have been doing 8,000-9,000 devotees that attend this festival. If you happen to be in India during Kartik, end of Kartik, then you can come and do this parikrama. And Shastra devotees they say, if you do Chaturmasa Vrata, then Kartik Vrata, Bhishma Pancha, whatever result you will get, just by doing one parikrama, all result you will get. Yes. So if you are interested, then you can come. Very nice presents. Jagannath Mahaprasad ki Jai! Jagannath Prasad. How nice it would be if we, from this spot, Jagannath Prasad will manifest here. Very nice. So we had to turn up prasad. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. So tomorrow we'll continue with Jagannath pastime. So now we can have the Harinam Kirtan. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
महाराज की जय।